This time, 50 pulls out an old video of Diddy on stage slapping Hove on his back, man.
All these industry people know that Diddy been acting like this and doing this and try to engage other men into sexual acts with him.
FY Scene isn't taking any days off from trolling Diddy, and he just released a video to seemingly prove that Jay-Z took part in Diddy's male freak-offs. Now we know that Diddy and Jay are still very close, because just months ago, Diddy said in an interview that only two people are allowed to call him by his government name, Sean, his mom, and Jay-Z. Diddy also still has a photo of him and Jay on his website Comms Global, and it looks like he takes a lot of pride in their friendship, but is 50 Cent now implying that Diddy and Jay were more than friends at some point? Or is Jay staying silent on Diddy allegations because his closet is also full of skeletons? Let's get into it. Let's go celebrate this. Ever since news broke that Cassie was suing Diddy for all kinds of depraved acts, including forced encounters with male workers, 50 has been exposing all kinds of messy details about Diddy. And now he also added Jay-Z in the chat, seemingly implying that Diddy and Jay have more in common than most people think. Now 50 and Jay-Z have been at odds for more than 2 decades, and at one point 50 even accused Jay of buying his way to the top.
You feel like it's more. Yeah, more. Let's go celebrate this.
FY also thought it was weird that Jay-Z refers to himself as Jesus, and he told Rolling Stone in 2009 he's a king complex. He thinks he's effing Jesus, this Jova, and in that same interview, 50 also seemingly accused Jay of betraying people who are closest to him, like former Rockefeller artist Beanie Siegel. 50 said he didn't have their interests in mind. He was just doing what he had to do for himself. And it's not just 50 who thinks Jay ruined a lot of people to get to the top. Uncle Ron, who reportedly briefly worked as Beyoncé's bodyguard, claimed that both Jay and Beyoncé destroyed many people.
Let them be fooled in America and think there's a competition there, because America can be purchased. We can buy it with marketing dollars.
But Uncle Ron also said something about Beyoncé that fans think sounds very similar to what Cassie said about Diddy. Yeah, Beyoncé's on drugs, she been on them for a long time, and you keep her that way. And then Jaguar Wright made even more serious claims, suggesting that a lot of people who were once in Jay's inner circle, like Big L, fake tragic ends.
Beyonce and Jay-Z will do anything to destroy anyone who speaks out against them. I say I ain't Biggie. Say I ain't Beanie Siegels. I ain't Freeway. How you wrote all them off the minute they did for you to get you to the top.
Later on in the interview, Jaguar also mentioned Jay-Z's problematic relationships with Foxy Brown, who was just 14 when Jay allegedly started grooming her, and Aaliyah, who was groomed by Jay-Z's friend R. Kelly. By the way, Jay also met Beyoncé when she was 16, and he was 28. This is him telling Charlie Rose in 2007 that he met Beyoncé 10 years ago. So in 1997, Beyoncé was either 15 or 16, depending on the month they met. Long-standing conspiracy that Jay-Z was involved in the sacrifice of Aaliyah after she rejected his advances. Dame Dash claimed that Jay tried harder than anyone to get with Aaliyah, and allegedly Jay asked Diddy to help him groom her. So Daddy started inviting Aaliyah to his infamous parties. However, Aaliyah wasn't interested in Jay because she liked Dame. And then in 2001, a tragedy struck when Aaliyah lost her life at age 22 in an unexplained plane crash in the Bahamas the same year Jay went public with Beyoncé. Now, the reason so many people believe Aaliyah's death was an industry sacrifice is because eyewitnesses saw she was given a sedative and carried unconscious on the plane. Besides that, Dame Dash also revealed that Jay-Z knew R. Kelly Sadia and illegally married her when she was 15. And yet he refused to cut ties with him. In fact, Jay went on to record a joint album with Kelly, and according to Dame, they also plan to go on a world tour.
They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Not you, man.
But they can't control me. And this truth is gonna be heard. Y'all can't send none of y'all Meek Mills, y'all Puffies, y'all Lil Boozy, none of these names, none of these people that have to listen to y'all because they have legal. I never killed nobody, right? I'm the that never killed nobody, right? But that means I can say whatever I want and not go to jail.
And now on top of all this, rumors are going around that Jay-Z and Diddy didn't just groom women, but were also allegedly involved in all-male freak-offs. Now, FY sent previously trolled Jay for trying to look like the artist Basad, who had relationships with both men and women, the image itself. After a gay painter, big homie want to look like a gay painter. What are we talking about here? Are we talking about Basad? He wants to look like a gay painter, and then we all know how Fiddy has been trolling Diddy for years about being on the DI. He even implied that Diddy tried to make a move on him. Then Pooh was like, yeah, like first he was imping him to gets, then he was like you so I when we gonna get the chance to, kick it like we can just hang out. We got to kick it telling. We gotta kick in? He's like, yeah, why don't we go shopping or something? I mean, I pay for it. And I was like, this say I got the away from him. So I was like, tell me he take me, she goes little a fruit. Pile, by the way, Diddy's former bodyguard Gandio claimed in a recent interview that those male S-workers Diddy forced Cassie to sleep with were actually for him. Diddy, he enjoyed watching her get smashed by BBCs. So what you think about that? Do you think she was the only one getting banged by? Do you think this man had this woman search for prostitutes online just for them to have with her? It's something fishy about that, bro. Now, does this mean Jay-Z and Diddy participated in freak-offs together? Well, it looks like that's what FY is implying with his new post.